Hi everyone, and welcome to Unit 2. Nice work getting through Unit 1. Last week, you made some real course design decisions. You chose an LMS, you thought through what your mini-course needs, and you started identifying the support resources that you can turn to when something gets weird. And something will get weird, and that's normal. A few things stood out to me in the Unit 1 discussions. Many of you chose your LMS with your learners in mind rather than just picking the tool that you already knew best. I also saw a lot of attention to clear structure, navigation, and keeping the cognitive load manageable. Several of you are already thinking about practice, not just content. I saw ideas involving scenarios, reflection, quizzes, and multimedia. And that tells me you're starting to think about what learners will actually do in the course and how they'll move through it. A few watchouts came out too. Make sure your IDD and course links are easy for other people to find and open. If you're using several different tools, think carefully about how the learner moves between those tools. A tool can be useful on its own and still create a confusing experience when it gets bolted onto a course without a clear reason. Keep your module flow simple and predictable, and keep checking your design choices against the reality of your audience. How much time do your learners have? What kind of access do they have? Where might flexibility matter? Now, Unit 2 shifts our attention to evaluation. This week, you'll design a Kirkpatrick Level 1 survey, which is focused on learner reaction, and you'll write a short reflection of no more than 500 words. Your reflection should focus on how the feedback could support continuous improvement and help you spot possible equity gaps. This is one of those assignments that may seem small at first, but the thinking behind it matters. By Unit 8, you'll have a published mini-course and an instructional design document that reflects the decisions you made along the way. Unit 2 starts building the habit of asking, how do I know this experience is working for learners? And what evidence would tell me I need to change something? Here's a quick rundown of this week's deadlines. Your Unit 2 discussion initial post is due Sunday at 11:59 Eastern. Your 2 peer replies are due Tuesday by 11:59 Eastern. The Unit 2 assignment is due Tuesday by 11:59 Eastern, and your Unit 2 knowledge check should also be completed by Tuesday night. One tip for the discussion this week: make your peer feedback useful. When you review someone else's survey, identify one thing that's working, then suggest one specific improvement. Maybe a question needs to be rewritten. Maybe a response option is missing. Maybe the wording introduces bias that could affect the answers. Then, ask one question that helps your classmate think through the survey more carefully. The goal here is to help each other build better instruments. If the survey produces weak or misleading data, it won't help you make better course decisions later. So as you work through Unit 2, keep the learner experience in front of you. You're designing a way to listen to learners and use what they tell you to improve the course. And Dorothy, our TA, is very interested in this week's work because Unit 2 is all about finding out what learners actually think about the experience you designed. And Dorothy has opinions. Have a good second unit.